and so much more. Besides, anyway, Fon Seca here, 30 love up on his own serve. This is a bit of an epic rally. Wonderful play there, by the way, from Brooksby. Different background. We don't need this background for all of these streams. Let's share some scores. Look at what's been going on in just the opening first few minutes. Fernandez and Siegemund getting underway. And so much more besides. Let's share some scores with you who are not seeing scores right now. I think now we can see some scores. Yes, very good. Do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let's get rid of some stuff. There we go. It's a bit better. One game all between Fon Seca and Brooksby. Meanwhile, other scores as well. We've got some doubles actions. Leylah, Fernandez and Siegemund are still warming up. Must be a bit damper over on court 14. Players warming up also on court 15 between Jowie and Team. So a little bit slower to get underway on some of those outside courts. Cam Norrie and Francis Tiafoe are underway. Danilovic and Keys also. Keys holding serve there. Tomova and Kartal are at one game all as well, and plenty of doubles action. Brooksby love 15, by the way. Do let me know in the comments or in the chat section where you are tuning in from. And who you're supporting. Give me some of your predictions and some of your thoughts on what we've seen at Wimbledon so far this week. Alex Ialo, of course, losing in 3 sets yesterday to Barbora Krejcikova. Fon Seca here, 15-30, by the way. $30 Brooksby Fon Seca. I think Leylah's winning in terms of predictions, and I think Fon Seca is winning, and I think Jowie is winning. So those are my predictions. I would be very surprised if I don't get 2 of the 3 right. Oh, return there from Fon Seca into the net. It's not going to help you win too many games. And what have we got? We've got a Brooksby hold for 2-1. Elsewhere, Keys and Danilovic, 1 game all. Cam Norrie, Francis Tiafoe, also 1 game all. Kartal leads Tomova 2-1, but they are on serve. And we have still the players warming up, Fernandez and Siegemund, and Jarry and Teen. Still warming up. As soon as they get underway, I will start talking to you about those matches as well. Pegula is the big one for me. That's the one. Maybe Medvedev as well. But Pegula is the biggest sort of surprise of them all. And I open a door, by the way. Ace down the T from Fon Seca, 15 love. Manarino and Royer just getting underway as well. Royer on serve at first, and he's won the first point of the match. Some doubles action you can see on the screen. Barbora Krejcikova is in doubles action alongside Chan today. Krejcikova, of course, also winning her singles match yesterday. No such luck for Fon Seca, though, who went down 6-love to Anisimova, was it? I think. Let me know if I could be wrong on that one, but I think it was Anisimova. Still got the players warming up on courts 14 and 15. Thank you to our latest subscriber, by the way. (40-15) here, Fon Seca. Yes, it was Anisimova. And I wondered if maybe there was a physical problem for Fon Seca on Monday, but clearly not, because she's in doubles action today. Fon Seca, by the way, is held quite comfortably for 2-all. Yet to see a break point in these first 4 games. I thought Zhao's serving on Monday in his first round win was particularly impressive in his straight sets win over Jacob Fernley. A couple of hairy moments in the third set, down in the tie break, and also down love 40 towards the end of that third set. But really, his serving got him out of trouble on so many occasions. Love 15 here on the Brooksby serve, and we have got Leylah, Siegemund and Leylah Fernandez are now underway, and it is Leylah Fernandez serving first. And Jarry and Tina also underway as well, with Nicholas Jarry serving first. And he leads 30-15 on his serve. Leylah Fernandez has won the first point, but Laura Siegemund has come back to win the second as they get underway. Keep an eye out on the courts to see how slippery they may or may not be. Oh, lovely return there from Fon Seca, 15-30. Yeah, do let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. Maybe we've got some Brazilians, maybe some Americans too. tuning in for Brooksby against Fon Seca, among others. And I think we're going to have a couple of break points because Fon Seca has just seen that ball from Brooksby fly out. So 2 points for 2 break points for Fon Seca. Am I overdoing? Am I exaggerating the Brazilian Portuguese with Fon Seca? Should set up some polls for you to vote as well, shouldn't I? I'll be doing that in a second. No, it's a break of serve because Brooksby has netted on the forehand. Couple of unforced errors at just the wrong moment there from Jensen. And it is a break of serve, 3-2. Fon Seca leads. Spoke to Zhao, or Talking Tennis spoke to Zhao last year, and he said that Wimbledon is his favorite slam. And it's a dream, he said, this year to play there. Do become a member, by the way. They're putting that in the live chat for you right now. Do become a member and let us from as little as €2 or $2 a month. And you can get bonus material, including interviews and other tennis videos. And also you'll be supporting the channel. And you can also use some emojis in the live chat as well of some of your favorite players. How about that? That's exciting, right? You can also just click join below the screen, just somewhere down there. It's next to the word. I think it's just, you've got thumbs up, which I hope you've clicked as well. Somewhere down there below the screen. To join. What do we think about my predictions, by the way? Jarry beating Teen, Fon Seca beating Brooksby, and Fon Seca and Fernandez beating Leylah Siegemund. I think it should be Tien, right? I'm saying Lerner Teen, but I think it should be Lerner Tien. Meanwhile, Fon Seca here 15 all on the attack. Nice change of direction, but now he's on the slice. Drop shot from Brooksby. That's not going to be an outright winner. Oh, this is a really unusual rally. Is that lob going to be successful? What a point! And what a lob from Jensen Brooksby on the volley at the end. His court position was all over the show, partly because of some nice shots that preceded it from Fon Seca. That, by the way, that volley as well from Fon Seca was an improvised volley for sure, but Brooksby reacted well. Nice one, 15-30. Do get voting in our polls as to who you think will win in these 3 encounters that we are covering right now. Let's have a quick look around the grounds. We've got 40-30 here now on the Fon Seca serve. So have a quick look around the grounds. Jarry and Teen are 1 game all. And Leylah Siegemund has got the early break over Leylah Fernandez. So she leads 1-love, and my prediction of a Leylah win, not got off to the ideal start. I mean, Leylah on serve is particularly vulnerable. I just thought that Leylah's better on grass, simple as that. A different surface, maybe. Maybe a hard court, maybe even clay as well, I think. I mean, basically, both of these players probably would put I think Leylah might put clay as her first preferred surface, then hard, then grass. I think Leylah would probably go hard, clay, grass. But the gap between the three for Leylah is a bit less. So she's pretty okay on the grass, I would say. You know, the differential between her hard court, clay, and grass is that. Whereas I just think Leylah, the gap between her peak on the other two surfaces and grass is a bit bigger. This is Brooksby's, by the way, second appearance at Wimbledon, bidding to equal his best result of the third round in 2022 when he lost to Christian Garin. I think Garin got to the quarterfinals that year. Of course, Garin is in the draw this year as a lucky loser. And I think he was in the draw as a lucky loser in 22 because he took Berrettini's spot in the draw, didn't he? Pretty sure he was a lucky loser, but I could be wrong. I once asked Christian Garin about how many grass courts there are in Chile, and he said, to the best of his knowledge, none. Tiafoe's broken Noi for 3-2. I did just favour Tiafoe by a whisker in that matchup. Royer and Manarino are 1 game all. Siegemund is 30 all on serve, though, here. 1-love she leads, but 30 all on serve. So are we going to get a game point for Leylah or a break point for Leylah? We are going to get a break point for Leylah Fernandez. Got a Chilean flag here. Please do hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, do hit subscribe, Byron. Si podrías suscribir o seguir a nuestro canal de Talking Tennis, sería fenomenal. Y puso en like también, por favor. We have a vote, by the way. We've got 2 votes right now for Leylah Fernandez over Laura Siegemund. Talking of which, Siegemund has saved that break point for deuce. Teen and Jowie are on serve, by the way, with the American serving at 1-2. Brooksby's just held for 4-3, but he is down a break in this first set. If you subscribe, by the way, you will see this number that is just below me, just below my head. You'll see that number. And if you hit subscribe, you will see it tick over. And you will know that you have made a difference to that number. And you can do a little dance and be happy with yourself. Give yourself a tap on the back. Meanwhile, Siegemund now has a game point to consolidate her break and lead 2-love. Backhand cross-court winner there from Brooksby, so it's love 15. Fernandez and Siegemund are in a bit of a dogfight in this particular game, now at deuce. 10 minutes on the clock already for that encounter, and they've not played 2 games yet. Same amount of time on the clock for Teen and Jowie, and they are already at the 4-game mark with both, with them holding serve 2-all thus far. Of course, we do have a scenario, I think, where the winner of Fon Seca and Brooksby will play the winner of Jarry and Teen. Forehand there from Fon Seca into the net. And there's a little bit of pressure now on Zhao's serve at love 30. He is enjoying the grass courts in terms of his serve at Wimbledon, having really served so well against Jacob Fernley in the first round. Manarino and Royer are on serve. Royer, of course, conqueror of Stefanos Tsitsipas. I say conqueror. He was 2 sets to love up at the time when Stefanos retired, injured, I think, with a back problem. Siegemund has another game point for 2-love. Technically, of course, a tennis game, and therefore a match as well, could go on forever. Longest match in tennis history, of course, occurred at Wimbledon in... what year was it? 2010, was it? When Isner won that match, 70-68 in the 5th set. 2 break points here for Fon Seca. 15-40. And thank you to our latest subscriber. So Fon Seca, second serve as well. Something get many first serves in this game. Look how far back, even though it's a second serve, Brooksby is to receive. Hits that forehand, not the cleanest of forehands. And a nice volley there at the net from Fon Seca to get it to 30-40. Siegemund does hold for 2-love, by the way, and Jowie has 2 game points for a 3-2 lead. Leylah really could have done with a break back there, especially, like I say, even on grass, she's... Leylah, sorry, not Leylah, Leylah. Especially even on grass, she's a bit vulnerable. Here is Fon Seca, who's also vulnerable because he's got a second serve to throw at here against Brooksby. It was a bit of a risk on that second serve. It was close to the line, but he gets away with it because Brooksby errs. A few untimely, unforced errors from Jensen today thus far. And there it was it occurred when he was serving and got broken. A couple of unforced errors that were just... I don't know if they were casual or careless, but they were unnecessary at least. And there was another one there when he could have broken. Deuce. Do give us a follow on Instagram as well, at Talking Tennis TT. Ace down the tee there from Fon Seca, and he's got a game point now as we see chalk fly up. Jowie is held at the change of ends and leads 3-2. Royer Manarino, 2 games all. Meanwhile, Zhao under a bit of pressure here because the attacker is Jensen Brooksby, but another unforced error. His radar is somewhat off today, and Zhao saves 2 break points and holds for 5-3. 1 game away from winning the first set, 28 minutes on the clock. So, yeah, meanwhile, around the grounds, just quickly, 2-all between Manarino and Royer. Jowie leads team 3-2 on serve. Siegemund has got an early break over Leylah Fernandez, leading 2-love. Kartal is up a break on Tomova and leads 4-2. Sabalanka and Buskova just getting underway on centre court. And Tiafoe still has that break advantage over Cam Norrie. He leads 4-3 with a break. And other singles matches, Moshizuki and Khachanov just getting underway. Moshizuki, has he broken there? I think he has, and leads 1-love, actually. Danilovic is down a break to Madison Keys as well in the first set over on court number 2. That brings you up to date with all things tennis. Meanwhile, Brooksby serving to stay in the first set, but he is up 30-love. I think Joe has gone long there. He has, so it's 40-love. Good serve there from Jensen on the forehand now. Good depth from Jensen, but A slice here from Zhao, and Jensen could come into the net, and he does, and Fon Seca can't pass him, puts that backhand into the net, and it is 5-4. When they return to the court, Gilles Fon Seca will be serving for the first set. Meanwhile, Sabalenka is 30-all with Buskova. Tiafoe is 30-15 up on Cam Noi, leading 4-3. Keys is close to winning the first set, but not there yet. Kartal is up a break on Tomova. Moshizuki is up a break on Khachanov. Leylah Fernandez is obviously still a break down, 2-1 at the change of end. 16 minutes on the clock there, and there's only been 3 games played. Meanwhile, the same amount of time has been played over on court 15, and they are well into the 6th game between Jarry and Teen. Manarino Royer on serve. Regarding Jarry and Teen, though, it is Teen serving at 15:30, so a little bit of pressure on the Americans' serve. So Zhao returns to the court, and now Jarry's going to have a couple of break points. Serving for the set, João Fon Seca. Can Jarry get the break against Teen or Tien? Oh, he does. 4-2. Nicolas Jarry is up a break on Lerner Teen. Okay, back to Fon Seca, Brooksby, at least to see this set out, and then we'll sort of focus on those other 2 matches a bit more. Lovely volley there at the net. Lovely touch from João Fon Seca. 5-4, 15 love. I hope some more doors, I think. Yeah. 15-all now on the Fon Seca serve. $30-15 now, so he's 2 points away from winning the first set. Siegemund and Jarry are both up a break, as is Madison Keys. Keys is serving for the first set, by the way, against Danilovic, 5-3, 30-all. Serving for the first set is João Fon Seca, 30-all on serve, and it's a double fault there. So 30-15 to 30-all because of that double fault. So, break point or set point incoming? Break point for Danilovic against Madison Keys, and Moshizuki has just saved a break point against Khachanov. It's going to be a set point for João Fon Seca. Set point, João Fon Seca. 40-30, he leads to seal this first set. Second serve for Brooksby to look at here. And he's got the job done and wins the first set by 6-4. So, nice start for the Brazilian. 6-4 he leads. And some of the stats, by the way, from that first set include 4 aces for Zhao, 2 for Jensen Brooksby, a couple of double faults from the Brazilian, but 0 from the American. But of course, the most important stat of all is that Zhao won the first set by 6 games to 4. Any other standouts? Well, Brooksby, 2 break points, couldn't take either of them. Remember, it was 15-40, so they were back to back, and that was when there was 1 or 2 unforced errors from Jensen. Jensen doing well at the net, 6 out of 8 break points won. And it's a wafer thin margin in terms of the total points won. Zhao winning 29, Jensen 27. Basically, clinical on the break point was Zhao, 1 from 1, Jensen 0 from 2. Meanwhile, what is going on elsewhere? Danilovic has broken back against Madison Keys. Tiafoe is serving for the first set. Cartal has won the first set. Jarry leads Teen 5-2. Siegemund leads Fernandez 3-1. And Royer and Manarino are locked at 3 all deuce over on court 16. So, Fon Seca wins the first set. Brooksby to serve first in the second. It's love 15 on the American serve. Backhand smash. That's not going to be an outright winner. Is that going to land in from Jensen? That's a nice pass. I have a needle stuff that. Okay, Jensen is serving at 15 all at the beginning of the second set. Who you got winning Wimbledon, by the way, on the women's side, for example? Sabalanka A couple of technical issues. I do hope to have this fixed any moment. Okay. And I'll bring up some scores for you. Javi's won the first set by 6 games to 2, and Siegemund is up 4-1 with a double break. At 18 years old, Fon Seca is the youngest player in this year's men's draw. I am just going to switch to the Wi-Fi, so hopefully I won't be gone long. Okay. Seem to be back in most places. But is my audio working? Do let me know in the live chat if you can hear me okay. Okay, so Brooksby leads 1 game to love. Fon Seca here trying to hold, and he should hold with that volley, or at least get to 40-30, sorry. Let's have a look at some of the scores. 4-1 Siegemund leads Fernandez. Manarino's got the break on Leylah. And Fon Seca was held. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Not sure you can. So maybe I should take the mic off here, and fingers crossed you can at least hear me on some streams. There we go. Okay, fingers crossed you can hear me okay now, and we are back to some kind of normality. Yeah. So, Brooksby here leading 40-15 on serve. Let's have a look at some of the scores, shall we? Jowie and Tino at the beginning of the second set, with the Chilean having won the first set by 6-2. Fernandez is staring down the barrel in the first set, down 1-5. Manuino is serving for the first set. Sabalanka and Buskova are on serve. Madison Keys, by the way, did get the job done in that first set over Danilovic, winning 6-4. And Tiafoe is up a set on Cam Norrie, by the way. Let's see if we can get some good audio. Fingers crossed. Okay. So yeah, Sabalenka Buskova on serve. As are Brooksby and Fon Seca in the second set. Good start, yes, indeed, for Francis Tiafoe, winning that first set. What do we think about Madison Keys? She had a really tough first round against Rusa, 7-5 in the third. But having come through that, I guess we got some optimism. Like Carlos, in a way, you just got to come through some of these, right? I mean, Carlos went 5 sets, but came through. Okay. Tiafoe Norrie on serve, Sabalenka Buskova on serve, and Keys is up a set and a break now. In fact, she leads 6-4, 3-love. Mochizuki, by the way, 4-love up on Hatchalong. How about that? Who saw that coming? 2-2 now between Fon Seca and Brooksby. Fon Seca had a couple of great points at the beginning of this set, but they have come and gone. It was Brooksby, though, who had a couple of break points in the first set that he couldn't take off, either of them. How hot is it where you are? Because I am sweating and I'm not even moving. Sabalanka up 4-3 on serve. Brooksby here 40-30, 2-all. And Brooksby holds for 3-2. Meanwhile, Siegemund is serving for the first set at 5-2. Kartal is up 6-2, 4-love over Tomova. Keys is up 3-1 in the second, having won the first set by 6-4 over Danilovic. So things looking pretty good for the American there. Coming up later on today, Raducanu against Vondrousova in arguably the match of the day. Manarino's won the first set over Royer. And Nori and Tiafoe are locked in the second set on serve. Mochizuki has 2 game points for a 5-1 lead over Hachanov. And Jari and Tina on serve at the beginning of the second set. We see Carlos Alcaraz's coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, watching on over the Brooksby Fon Seca match, by the way, eyeing up the opposition. I'm just trying to think. They're in the same half, of course, Brooksby and Fon Seca. Sorry, Fon Seca and Carlos Alcaraz, because Alcaraz playing later on today. Siegemund serving for the first set at 5-2, 15-love she leads. Love 30 here on the Fon Seca serve. Although it's going to be 15-30 now as the Brazilian wins the next point. Oh, has Brooksby missed that? I think he has. I think he's gone long. 30 all. One hour on the clock now for Fon Seca Brooksby. And let's talk about Leylah Fernandez and Laura Siegemund, because we have a development there. That development is to tell you that Siegemund has 2 set points, 5-2, 40-15. Fon Seca held, by the way, from love 30 down, and the spot of bother there. And Jarry's up a break on Leylah team, by the way. Some Brazilians there in the crowd. I can see a Palmeiras shirt. Palmeiras are Sao Paulo based, I believe. And regarding the first set scenario for Siegemund, she's not yet over the line. 46 minutes on the clock, but Fernandez has saved one of the set points. So it's 40-30, 1 down, 1 to go in terms of the set points at least for now. Good defending there from Zhao. Can he chase that down? He can. Oh, I thought that was a rudimentary volley for Brooksby that he didn't put away. Love 15. Meanwhile, Jarry looking to consolidate his break against Leylah team. 2 out of 3 regarding my predictions looking okay, but the Fernandez one is not looking okay as Siegemund secures the first set by 6-2. But my Jarry and Fon Seca predictions, at least for now, are looking fine, with both of those players up a set on their respective opponents. Meanwhile, Brooksby serving 3 all, 30-15. Coming up later on today, of course, we'll have Carlos Alcaraz in action. Varucano against Vondrousova. I'm just favouring Vondrousova in that one. Hello to Sabalanka and Buskova fans. They are on serve, by the way. 4-5, Buskova is serving 4-5, so they're on serve, but Buskova, when they return to the court, will be serving to stay in the first set. Meanwhile, Madison Keys 6-4, 4-1 up on Danilovic, and she has a break point to earn a double break advantage over the Serbian. Kartal leads by a set and a break over Tomova. Manarino won the first set over Royer. Zhari is up a set and a break on Lerner Teen. Cam Norrie and Tiafoe are locked at 3-all in the second set. But Tiafoe won the first set. So Fon Seca is serving 3-4, love 15. Do get voting in our polls, by the way, so who you think are going to win these respective matches. And of course, hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, please hit subscribe. $30.15 here on the Fon Seca serve. There's going to be a second serve for Brooksby to look at. Zhari leads 6-2, 3-1 on Lerner Teen. Teen or Tien? Backhand there. Oh, a lovely passing shot there from João Fon Seca to go to 40-15. Meanwhile, Buskova 4-all. Sorry, 4-5, 30-all. João Fon Seca holds for 4-all. Maybe we should just hone in for a second on that Buskova Sabalenka match. Deuce, Buskova Sabalenka. Buskova wipes her brow with a towel. Fernandez and Siegemund just beginning the second set. Is that an ace down the tee for Buskova? Looks like it, yes. Game point. And Kartal has beaten Tomova 6-2, 6-2. First win of the day, dare I say? Buskova has a game point here. Keys, though, might be soon to follow her with a victory. She's up a set and a break on Danilovic. And it's a hold of serve from Buskova, by the way, after a nice serve down the tee that Sabalenka couldn't deal with. Do hit that like button and, of course, subscribe if you are new. 40 minutes on the clock. Sabalenka, Buskova, 5-all. Meanwhile, Fon Seca, Brooksby, 4-all in the second set, 15-all. Teen leads, is down a set and a break to Nicolas Jarry. Manarino is up a set and a break now on Royer. Nice one. Oh, nice one, Buskova. Has she got the bit between her teeth right now? I think she's believing. Love 15. She looks concerned. Chalk flew up. Good serve there from Marina. But she's missed the forehand. Love 30. The Wimbledon favourite. Marginally, I think, with the bookies. But nevertheless, the favourite. 5-all, love 30. That forehand miss, by the way, was reminiscent of the Wimbledon final. Sorry, the French Open final this year. Good forehand cross court there from Brooksby, by the way, to get to 40-30. Second serve here for Buskova to look at. $15-30. Sabalenka wins the next point. Fernandez is just starting the second set, serving at 15-all. Backhand return from Buskova. Backhand from cross court from Sabalenka. Now it's on the forehand of Sabalenka. Now it's on the forehand of Buskova. She goes down the line and it's a forehand winner. And it's going to be 2 break points for Buskova. Interesting. Interesting. Teen has a game point to get to 4-2. 4-2 down, that is, of course. Fernandez and Siegemund, 30-all in the first game. And, by the way, we have a break for Marie Buskova. Well. Buskova is going to serve for the first set on centre court against Aryna Sabalenka. I told you Sabalenka was vulnerable this week and this first few rounds. Look at that Sabalenka on the stretch, but I have to get to it. That's just showing some replays, some slow-mo replays from the last game. The roof is open. Of course, we had some rain earlier on today. So if you do see players slipping on the courts, you might know why. Brooksby held, by the way, for 5-4. So it's Fon Seca serving at 4-5, serving to stay in the first set. It is 15-love, though, after a good serve there. We will just focus on maybe a little bit on these two matches, Fon Seca, Brooksby, and Buskova, Sabalenka, because right now they are the crescendo of sets. Buskova serving here for the first set. 6-5, she leads. Decent return from Sabalenka, but it's not won the point outright. A nice slice from Aryna. Now she goes cross-court. A little net court benefiting Buskova there. Listen, Sabalenka there played every shot just about perfectly. Love 15. Meanwhile, Fon Seca serving to stay in the second set, and he's 15-30. We see Brooksby shaking his racket going, I sense something special could be about to happen. Is that going to be the speciality of winning a set against João Fon Seca and therefore leveling things up? Down the tee from Buskova with the serve. Forehand cross court from her. Forehand cross court from Sabalenka. Now it's forehand Sabalenka on the attack, but she's gone too big. She's gone too big. I tell you who hasn't gone too big, though. It's Jensen Brooksby screaming to the crowd as he gets to 15-40. Woo. Fernandez has held serve against Leylah Siegemund. An hour on the clock there over on court 14. Jarry is up set and a break on Lerner team. 6-2, 5-2 he now leads, by the way. So team, when they return to the court after the changeover, will be serving to stay in the second set. By the way, Buskova is up 30-15 now on Sabalenka over on centre. 2 points away from a one-set advantage over the world number one. The serial finalist in 2025. A long way ahead of the field in terms of the race and where she's at. I'm pretty sure she's already qualified for the end-of-year finals, if not in all but name. Anyway, second serve here for Sabalenka to look at. She's going to go big on this return. Pretty sure about that. It's a second serve for Buskova. Backhand return is pretty big from Arena. Now she's going to come into the net. Surely she's going to put this away. She does. 30-all. That was all about the return that helped set up that little simple tap away, if you like, to make it 30-all. Meanwhile, Fon Seca has saved set points and is now at advantage. I think that's court 2, isn't it, where he's playing? Could be wrong. Forehand from Fon Seca. Good depth on that. Drop shot Fon Seca is perfect. 5-all. Serve down the tee from Buskova. Forehand Buskova. Backhand cross court from Sabalenka's too big. And Arena Sabalenka has a break point to take us to a tie break over on centre. Court 12, I apologise, Fon Seca Brooksby. Fon Seca is enjoying the cheers from the crowd. João Fon Seca. So, break point, Arena Sabalenka. Wimbledon round 2, centre court. Big moment in this match here. First serve is into the net. We know what Arena's going to be doing with this second serve, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Pounding it back with venom. She's inside the baseline, ready to pounce. Backhand down it's there, but it's not won the point outright. Big cross court, and she's missed it, ladies and gentlemen. The backhand going into the tram lines and a scream to the air, once again reminiscent of the Roland Garros final. Oh, Zhao has missed that forehand cross court. Jarry here, 3 set points on Lerner team. I said that we were coming towards the crescendo of the match here, or the sets in Sabalenka Buskova, but also now Jarry and Lerner Tien. Buskova fighting to stay in this point, and she's very much in this point. But Sabalenka's going to put that volley away, and a scream to the crowd and a scream to the sky tells you that she has another break point. Team, 3 set points. Mannarino is up a set and a break on Royer. Brooksby, 5-all with Fon Seca in the second set, 30-love. Break point, Arena Sabalenka. Jarry's taking the second set, 6-2, 6-2 now. Backhand from Sabalenka cross court into the backhand of Buskova. Backhand down the line, winner from Arena Sabalenka. And we are going to a tie break. Wow. There's her team. Pretty happy with that. Madison Keys has beaten Danilovic 6-4, 6-2, so she is through. Probably the third favourite, certainly in terms of the power rankings that Nick had for the women's side. Tiafoe is serving to stay in the second set, and he's down 15-30 with Cam Norrie. Moshizuki won the first set over Khachanov, but Khachanov is up a break in the second. Okay, tie break time over on centre. Forehand return from Buskova is wide. So 1-love, Aryna Sabalenka. Buskova to serve. Harris and Rublev just getting underway. Lloyd Harris, friend of the show, of course. No less. I will bring you up to date with Leylah Fernandez and Lauda Siegemund as well. 1-1 now, Buskova, Sabalenka. Let's have a look at Leylah and Lauda. They are really in a dogfight in this second set because a couple of lengthy service games so far. And it's Leylah Fernandez leading 1-0 on the Lauda Siegemund serve, where she has an advantage to make it 1-1. But that is a plod fest, that is. I mean, Jarry and team might well finish 3 sets before they finish 2. Right. Backhand winner down the line from Buskova. Lovely. Lovely Marie Buskova. 2-1. Manarino up a set and a break on Royer. Lauda Siegemund holds for 1-1 against Leylah Fernandez. Jarry is 2 sets to love up on Lerner Tien. Fon Seca and Brooksby. Fon Seca leads by 1 set to love, and he's serving at 5-6. Keys has knocked out Danilovic in straight sets. Tiafoe serving to stay in the second set, having won the first set over Cam Norrie. Sabalenka and Buskova here on centre in a tiebreak, and Sabalenka levels it at 2 points apiece. Moshizuki won the first set over Khachanov, but Khachanov is up a break in the second. Meanwhile, Fon Seca serving to stay in the second set. 5-6, love 30. So Brooksby is 2 points away from winning the second set and levelling things up over on court 12. Whew. Forehand return there from Buskova. She's on the stretch now, though. Sabalenka on the attack should win this point. Doesn't win it outright. Puts that volley away. Sabalenka with some nice touches at the net today, and she leads 3-2 in the tiebreak. Two, 3, Buskova serving just before the change of ends. Forehand block return there. Saves one of the break points, does Zhao. Forehand block return from Brooksby went into the net. This is the 5th set point for Jenson Brooksby. And by the way, it was a lack of ruthlessness in the first set that cost him. I say lack of ruthlessness, maybe I'm being harsh, but it was just because he was in the rallies on those set points, on those break points in the first set. Okay, he's in the rally here. Fon Seca, a little cautious there, Zhao. Little cautious, Zhao. Can Jenson punish him? Slice just marginally over the net. On the attack he's won it. He's won the second set as Jenson Brooksby, and he ushered that ball out of the court. Hola, Christian Marchand, by the way, who is watching, mirando el partido Nicolas Jarry contra Lerner Tien. Y Nicolas Jarry está ganando 2-0. Sabalenka, by the way, has a mini break advantage at the change of ends. 4-2, she leads on Buskova. Buskova lucky there with a net cord. Lucky net cord there, Buskova. Deceiving Sabalenka, but she still has a mini break advantage. 4-3. Zhao Fon Seca, Jenson Brooksby, second set stats, by the way, 2 aces apiece. 1 double fault from Zhao Fon Seca and 0 from Jenson Brooksby. A solid set of tennis from Jensen. They are one set apiece. 80% second serve points won from Jensen. That'll disappoint Zhao and delight Jensen. Just 5 unforced errors in the entire set as well from Jensen Brooksby, which across 12 games is mightily impressive. By the way, 4-3 Sabalenka tiebreak. Second serve, return. Oh, forehand not cleanly hit by Sabalenka. It's into the net, 4-all. Back on serve in the tiebreak. Cam Norrie has leveled things up over on number 1 court. One set apiece they are now with Francis Tiafoe. Four, 5, Buskova. Khachanov, little bit of pressure on his serve there at 15-30. He's a break up in the second, but he's a set down to Mochizuki. Brooksby having a look at some notes. What a return from Sabalenka. Forehand Sabalenka is unbelievable too. And the forehand from Buskova goes into the net. 6-4 Arina Sabalenka. 2 set points for the world number 1 from Belarus. Remember, Buskova was serving for the set. She got to a couple of points away. She was 7 for the set at 6-5. Having done so well to earn the break, and she's missed her first serve by some margin as well. Khachanov has held serve for 5-3 in the second set, down a set to the Japanese Mochizuki. Second serve here for Buskova. Soft second serve, and Arina Sabalenka punishes it with a forehand winning return. That second serve was a P-roller, and Sabalenka ate it for breakfast. She wins the first set by 7-6 in a little under an hour. Her coach doesn't look best pleased, but she will be relieved, mightily relieved to win that first set. From 4-all as well, don't forget, winning the last 3 points in a row. Okay, let's get you up to speed with some of the tennis around the grounds. So Sabalenka wins the first set over Buskova by 7-6. Tiafoe and Cam Norrie are 1 set apiece. Madison Keys beat Danilovic earlier in straight set, 6-4, 6-2. Mochizuki won the first set over Khachanov by 6-1, but the Russian leads 5-3 in the second. Fon Seca and Brooksby are 1 set apiece. Rublev and Harris just getting underway with Rublev serving first. Other singles matches to keep you up to date with. Buxer and Vekic just getting underway. Madarina was up a set and a break on his fellow Frenchman Roy Eyre, and Jarry leads Lerner TM by 2-love. And Leylah Fernandez and Laura Siegemund. Siegemund won the first set, and they are on serve in the second. Let's switch our attention to that encounter as we await. João Fon Seca, by the way, has gone off court. I do hope you're liking our streaming today. If you are, hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, please hit subscribe. Jarry looking in excellent shape against Lerner TM, by the way. Meanwhile, can Fernandez break the Laura Siegemund serve for the first time in this match? It's 15-30 on the German serve. Leylah defending here with all her life, as she often can. Drop shot there from Leylah is not going to go over the net. Was the right choice, I think, but just not executed. 30 all. Yeah, Jarry, by the way, 6-2, 6-2, 2-1 is the latest score over on court 15. Just an hour and 16 minutes on the clock. They could be done in an hour and a half. Could be. Jarry will probably have to win 4 games in a row, maybe, or 4 of the next 5 games. Oh, Siegemund nets there with Leylah at the net, trying the passing shot, but Siegemund nets. So it's 30-40, break point, Leylah Fernandez. Remember my picks for these matches, by the way. Sabalanka, Leylah Fernandez, Nicholas Jarry, and Fon Seca. Some are more precarious than others, particularly the Leylah one anyway. Jensen Brooksby and Fon Seca are getting underway in the 3rd set after Zhao took a break. And by the way, Siegemund has won this point to get it to deuce. Because of a forehand win down the line from Leylah went long. Ooh, excuse me. Deuce. Meanwhile, Sabalenka and Buskova are underway in the 2nd set. Buskova leading 40-15 on her serve at the beginning. And Norrie and Tiafoe are into a 3rd set at 1 set apiece. Borges and Harris are just arriving on court 2. Nice play from Laura Siegemund to bring up game point. She's fended off a break point and now she has a game point. By the way, you might be thinking, wow, Siegemund Fernandez have played 8, 9, 11 games in the same period of time that Jarry and Tien have played 6, 12, 14, 20. 20 games between Jarry and Tien, 20. They pretty much start at the same time, maybe a minute apart, with I think Jarry and Tien just 1 minute ahead. And Siegemund has held for 2 all. Do hit the like button, by the way, and subscribe if you are new. I'm now going to just have a quick look at this learner TN and Nicholas Jarry encounter. Tarvet against Alcaraz later on today. We have got a comfortable straight sets win there for Carlos? I'd imagine so. As I said, I would keep you up to date with Jarry and Tien. Looking good for Nicholas Jarry right now. Up 2 sets to love on the American. Meanwhile, Brooksby here on serve at the beginning of the 3rd set is at deuce with Fon Seca on the attack with a wonderful backhand winner down the line. And Fon Seca has a break point. Jarry has a game point, by the way, against Leonard Tien, 6-2, 6-2, and he has a game point for a 3-2 lead. Oh, Brooksby goes long, and Fon Seca has the break. Sabalanka has a game point for 1-all, to the delight of her team, winning that last point. Jarry is held, so change of ends. And he has a menacing advantage and a menacing appearance over on court 15. He leads Leonard Tien 6-2, 6-2, 3-2. Buxa has got an early break on my dark horse Donovekic. Manarino is 1 game away from winning the 2nd set, and Leylah Siegemund has broken Leylah Fernandez. She's broken her serve. Has she broken her spirit? Leylah had a break point in the previous game. She wasn't able to take it. An unforced error down the line, a forehand just a few centimeters too long. And Siegemund held, and now she has broken Leylah, so she is up a set and a break on the Canadian, former US Open finalist 2021, of course, was that magical run that she had. Slightly overshadowed perhaps by the Emma Raducanu run, but her run was epic. Borges and Harris are warming up over on court 2. Norrie and Tiafoe are on serve in the 3rd set, 1 set apiece. Sabalenka's just held, by the way, over on centre, so it's 1-all at the beginning of the 2nd set. Harris and Rublev are at 2 games all. And Fon Seca is up an early break in the 3rd set on Jensen Brooksby. And he's looking to consolidate that break, is Zhao. It's 1 set all, but he leads 1-love and 40-15. Borges and Harris are underway. Borges and Billy Harris, that is. Lloyd Harris is playing Andrei Rublev. 2 games all they are. Oh, Moshe Zuki broke back against Khachanov. Moshe Zuki has broken back against Karen Khachanov. How about that? Oh, lovely passing shot there from Buskova against Sabalenka on centre. 1 game all in the 2nd set, 30-15 Buskova. Yeah, so Khachanov was up, I think, 5-2. Was it a double break? Well, he was certainly up a break anyway. And I think he was serving for that 2nd set to make it 1 set apiece. But Moshizuki has broken back. So 5-all in the 2nd set, looking much better now for the Japanese. By the way, Fon Seca did consolidate, and it's 15 love though on the Brooksby serve. It becomes 15 all after Brooksby goes long. Leylah Siegemund, 6-2. 3-2, 40-15 over on court 14. What was the graveyard court at Wimbledon? Was that court 14 or court 17 maybe? Ooh, a volley goes long from Brooksby. It's 15-30. Court number 2, Borges and Harris. And by the way, Siegemund did hold for 4-2. So 2 games away is the German from both a place in the second round and proving me wrong in my prediction of Leylah Fernandez winning this match. Ooh, nice net rush there from Leylah Siegemund. And Fernandez was kind of ruffled by it, I would say, and wasn't able to pass. So it's love 15 on Leylah's serve. Khachanov has broken Mochizuki again and is going to serve for the second set again. Fon Seca, by the way, got a double break now on Jenson Brooksby, leading 3-love. Looks like he's heating up over on court 12. Sabalanka and Buskova on serve in the second set. Tiafoe and Nori on serve in the third set. But Tiafoe's got a break point to face here, or to deal with, of his own. Break point on his serve. Hopefully you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yeah, I basically I'm looking at a Nicholas Jarry win. Yeah, all the way. Oh, and he's up 6-2, 6-2, 4-2 now. I told you if he wins, he probably needed to win 4 in a row to get it done in an hour and a half. When he was up at, it was 2-1, maybe I said that. But anyway, doesn't matter. Hour and 29 minutes. And it is 6-2, 6-2, 4-2 Nicholas Jarry. And he has 3 game points for a 5-2 lead. Tien comes back from that and it will be a minor miracle. Okay, so it is 5-2 Nicholas Jarry, a game away. Fernandez, by the way, from love 15 has won a couple of points back to back and is now at 30-15. Manarino's won the second set. And Buxa, 2-love up on Vekic. What a point. What a point. What a point. Oh, if Leylah Siegemund had won that point, we could have been looking at something absolutely wild. It would have been one of those sort of tweets that we would have seen later on today saying, you know, point of the tournament, etc. So we have Tien serving to stay in the match. Fernandez is not quite at that level yet. Oh, a couple of break points for Jensen Brooksby. $15.40. He's got, remember, he's a double break down. His lack of ruthlessness today has cost him. Second serve, $15.40. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Drop shot, not bad. He's going to put this away, is he? No. He's going to put this away? No. It's in the rally. Lovely play from Fon Seca. Lucky Fon Seca, unlucky Fon Seca. I thought he was lucky with the net court, but actually it took its trajectory into the tram lines. And it's a break back. One of the breaks back, I should hasten to add. 3-1. João Fonseca leads. Fonseca now to serve. Brooksby now to serve at 1-3. 1 hour 45 minutes on the clock. Mannarino up 2 sets to love on Royer, his fellow Frenchman. And Nicolas Jarry $30 love Brooksby. Meanwhile, Nicolas Jarry is 2 points away from victory. Leylah Fernandez is held. So it's 4-3 Laura Siegemund with a break. Good serve there from Brooksby. Serve and volley as it turns out, but it's not one to point out right. He's now going to have a smash to put away, which he doesn't. João does well to stay in the point, actually. João does really well to stay in the point, but he's, oh my goodness me, what a point. What a point for João Fonseca to win. Boy, oh boy. I mean, there'll be a little bit of disappointment for Brooksby there in terms of that smash, but you've got to take your hat off to João as well for staying in it. Buxa is up a double break on Donovekic. Lerner Tien is trying to keep the wolf from the door, and he's succeeded. He's held serve, but Nicolas Jarry is now going to serve for the match. Missed my 1.5 hour deadline, but whatever. So Nicolas Jarry to serve for the match. Ashley saying, come on, Cam Norrie. Okay, 3-2 João Fonseca, but that is with a break. He did have a double break advantage. Siegemund here, by the way, is at 40 love, threatening to take a 5-3 lead in the second set. It would feel like a long, long, long road back for Leylah Fernandez from there. Meanwhile, Sabalenka has broken on center court. So she leads 7-6, 3-2. Seven, 6, 3, 2. Do hit that like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. We're on the way. We're well past 18,000 now. We're on the way to 20K. We might hit 20K during Wimbledon. We might. Big might. I'd say unlikely, but 19K, I think that's realistic. And then obviously 20K before the US Open. That is the subscriber count. The counts that really matter, though, in terms of the tennis are the scoreboards. And we have Jarry serving for the match against Lerner Tien. We have Laura Siegemund up a set and a break on Leylah Fernandez. We've got Buxa up a double break on Vekic in the first set. And we've got Manarino 2 sets to love up on Royer. And we've got Sabalenka up a set and a break on Buskova. And we've got Fon Seca up a set and a break on Brooksby. What a backhand cross-court pass winning that was. Winner from Brooksby, by the way. He's on a little roll right now. In fact, Fon Seca had 3-love double break, but Brooksby's won back-to-back games, so it's a break and a hold. So the double break advantage that Zhao has is looking a little bit more, or his advantage he had, sorry, it's looking a bit more slender right now, although it is 30-15 after an unreturned serve. Okay, breaking news. Nicolas Jarry has beaten Lerner Tien 6-2, 6-2, 6-3 in 1 hour and 38 minutes. Let's have a look at the match stats from that particular encounter as Jarry heads through to round 3. Jarry, by the way, awaits the winner of João Fon Seca and Jensen Brooksby. So, yeah, that's looking a little bit like Zhao at the moment, but only a little bit. But that is to come. Excuse the background noise. But let's have a look at those stats for Jarry versus Lerner Tien. Getting the job done in super quick time, just a little over an hour and a half there, Nicholas, to proceed to round 3. Not for the first time, of course, in his career. Let's have a look at the stats, as I said, between Jarry and Tien. So, match from 10, that's what we want. 6-2, 6-2, 6-3 on court 15, 1 hour and 38 minutes. As I said, there's a nice photo of Nicholas as he gestures there after, or at least one point during the match, probably a nice successful moment. That's Jarry, of course, there on the forehand. That's there, Lerner Tien on the backhand, a little bit behind the baseline. Tien there obviously awaiting serve. Some nice strawberries in the crowd as well. So that is fun. Live likelihood to win. They've got 100% for Nicolas Jarry. Well, that makes, of course, total sense. Match summary in terms of the stats, as I said. Jarry spent most of the match in attack. It doesn't really surprise in terms of more than his opponent at the very least. Jarry, 9 aces to the 6 of Lerner Tien. Tien double faulting on 5 occasions, just twice from Nicolas Jarry. Jarry getting 81% of his first serves in. That is very impressive, especially when you have as big a first serve as he does. 86% of those first serves he was winning. So Lerner Tien just not able to lay a glove on the turn. Again, you could see this as well in terms of second serve points. won by Nicolas Jarry, a nice, healthy 67 points, 7% points. Leylah Tien basically shouldn't be going to the net because he's winning 1 in 4, whilst Nicolas Jarry, with that huge frame of his, 86% of his net points won. Not a single break point. That tells you a story for Leylah Tien on the Nicolas Jarry serve, 0 from 0, whilst Jarry had 10 break point opportunities and 5 of them 50%, as he comfortably rounded out that match. 39 winners to 14. How many aces was it? Not so many aces today from Nicolas, though. 9 aces, but of course he did get the match done in straight sets. So, but it was 30 plus, I think, against Rune in the previous round. And yeah, just comfortably streets ahead of Leylah Tien with the 93 points total to 56, showing that he is the grass court player and he is into the 3rd round, I think, for the second time in his career, where he awaits the winner of Fon Seca and Jensen Brooksby. That is to come. I was going to see if we've got anything interesting to be able to share with you regarding Nicolas Jarry on the Tinternet and on the Twitters, on the social medias, as I bring up maybe a interesting thing or two. Nicolas Jarry, of course, coming through in 5 sets in the previous round over Holger Rune, coming back from 2 sets to love for the first time in his career. But that wasn't necessary today, as he comfortably beat Leylah Tien. I did say I would share something with you on the screen. I will do that with you right now as a nice little image of Nicolas. Before we bring this to an end, this particular stream, the Nicolas Jarry one at least. Yeah, what do we think? Let me know in the comments section. Fon Seca or Brooksby, are we happy with his performance today? I think he has to be very happy with that performance on the on serve in particular. He's looking pretty big on that, and that win over Holger Rune now has been backed up by a straight sets win over Leylah Tien. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you tune in as well to our Last Ball Drops show, which is on every day at the end of play at Wimbledon. Also, give us a follow on Instagram at TalkingTennisTT, and also give us a follow on X at TalkingTennis22. And Jarry is through. So wonderful that you could join us today. And to everybody else, you know the drill. Right. Let's get back to it, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? What other scores are going on? Jarry, as I said, has won. Leylah Fernandez is out. Laura Siegemund has beaten the Canadian 6-2, 6-3. I see that they're calling it an upset. Yeah, I guess so, especially in terms of the comfort which Laura enjoyed. I think that is a bit of a surprise. Let's have a quick look at some of the match stats from that encounter. Let's see if I can bring them up for you. Okay, 6-2, 6-3, 1 hour and 42 minutes. So pretty lengthy one for, given the nature of the match in terms of the actual games played. Let's see if I can share these with you on the screen for the relevant stream. Leylah Fernandez against Laura Siegemund. And let's bring this to you right now. There we go. We've got a nice little image there of Leylah hitting that forehand. I don't know if that was the forehand she hit long on break point, but yeah. Okay, let's have a look at some of the stats. Yes, Siegemund winning in straight sets. Overall stats across both of those sets. Leylah spent more time in attack than Lauda. So Fernandez spent more time in attack than Siegemund, but of course the overall thing is that Lauda Siegemund was able to win not a single ace from Leylah Fernandez today. That serve is so vulnerable on any surface, as it turns out. 4 double faults from Leylah Fernandez. 0 from Lauda Siegemund, who was just solid all day long. 71% of her first serve points won as well from Lauda. And by the way, 55% first serve in. When your serve is as vulnerable as Leylah's, you're going to have to be doing better than that. So that was huge. She also had some breakpoint chances, but wasn't able to take any of them. That's Leylah, whilst Leylah was broken on 4 separate occasions herself. 17 winners off the racket of Lauda Siegemund and 14 from Leylah Fernandez. Leylah hitting just a few too many unforced errors, 20 in total. Total points won, 64 for Lauda Siegemund. And as you can see, comfortably winning that metric as well to 48 off the racket of her opponent, of Leylah Fernandez. So make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, make sure as well that you tune into Last Ball Drops. Later on, we'll be giving you all the stuff you need as a roundup of the day's play in that particular episode, which will be coming up later on today. But in the meantime, of course, do hit the like button and subscribe and all that other jazz that we all know that you love me to remind you about. Yeah, we'll be seeing you all again pretty soon. As we bring this stream to a close. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.